righty. Say hey, everyone. Welcome into another edition of Say Hey Plays. My name is Jose Bouquett. Daby Cab out today, sick with the same stomach bug I had last week. So good luck to Daby Cab. We have a loaded slate of baseball here today. It's going to be a fun one to talk about all of these games. I'll be interested to see what you guys in the chat have to say. And as always, for these Saturdays, it's only the second Saturday show because of how sick we've been around here. But as always, join us. You guys can hit the link. It's pinned to the top of the page. I'll be putting it in the chat again and again throughout the show. We want to hear from you guys in the chat. I want to hear your best bets, especially because I'm solo today. And today I had some struggles trying to find out what I was going to bet. And it's going to be a very interesting card here as well, especially coming off of what did I do yesterday? 5 in one day to get us back to even here. Good day, a much needed day, especially because I saw the brink on Tuesday, and I was like, oh, this could teeter quickly, and then we got past it. So it was very nice. But let's roll right into it, everyone. It's going to be a fun show to talk about all these games here. I can't wait to get after it here. We're going to start with the double headers and roll right along here. So it's going to be fun indeed to talk about all these games. We have people already piling in to join the show. It's going to be a whole lot of fun to see what they have to say about what games they are on. If you guys aren't talking about these double headers, hit me in the private chat. Let me know what you guys are going to be on. So it'll be easy for me to bring you guys on. But I'm assuming if you join early, you're here for game one. So shout out to you guys for joining early. AM, thanks for being in here. Same exact place for me today. Doesn't think pitchers matter much in his opinion. Excuse me. Under in Pittsburgh, LA, and the over in Seattle, Miami. Is also on Lightning Senators here as well. Let's see here. What else are we having on today? Who else is in here? Truth Teller in the mix here. Gorki, my guy, in the mix. Razor sharp picks coming off of having a big day himself the other day. Congratulations to that. T-Moss, Platinum Paul, my guy, Wine Time Sports. Ron Lofton, Kelly McInnes, Big O, Robert McCormick, Sir Mackey Loves Pie, Spoons Bets, who we will be seeing more of very soon. We have a lot of people in here. Just my 2 cents. Nice to see you. Nasty Nate. That is a good point, Nasty Nate. Someone donate for my haircut here. You can donate to support Pub Sports Radio. We appreciate anyone that does donate in here. And I shall not be cutting my hair anytime soon, Nasty Nate. So good luck looking at this face. Justin McKelie, Fernando Mendoza, Big Daddy Boom in here as well. Chill well. Nice to see everyone in here. All right, let's get after it. Again, I'm going to put the link in the chat one more time. If you guys want to call in, want to join us to talk about anything sports related, because our first caller in here we'll take on is not even a baseball bet. So it should be very fun to see what he has to say. But join us here. Hit that link. Join for, it doesn't have to be long. You can just jump in, give us your play, bounce, hang out until we talk about that game, and we'll bring you on to talk about it. So shout out to you guys. Let's get into it here. But let's bring on our first caller, because like I said, not a basketball or not a baseball play, a basketball play. It is one with an intro as well. I might as well play it, huh? It's one of Kong's clips joining the show. Kongs, how's it going?
Good morning, Jose. Happy Saturday, brother. How are you today?
I'm doing all right, Kongs. How are you? And happy Saturday to you as well. Even though you hate baseball, I appreciate you jumping in here.
Yeah, fuck baseball. I'm in here for some NBA playoff action. We're going to start with the first game. Spread and total parlay. Miami plus 6.5. Down 2-0, going back home. I think they at least cover the number. But I'm on Miami plus 6.5 and the under 215.5 at plus 220. We'll go on to the next game. Memphis, same scenario. Or, well, they're down 3-0 back at the
Yeah.
house. I think they give some fight today. So let's get a big number in the first half with Memphis. I'm going to take the plus 10.5, minus 120 in the first half. And I am also on a first quarter spread and total parlay. Memphis first quarter plus 4.5 and the under 57.5 at plus 280. That's where
Okay.
I'm at today, bro. Nothing else yet. I haven't really looked at the later games, but figured get you guys some early action at the 1 o'clock game and the 3 o'clock game. Love you guys. Shout out to Jose for hosting the show. Get your vagina well soon, Daby Cab. Love you guys. Kong, I'm out.
Beautiful work, Kong's Clips. Thank you for unloading the clips. Basketball plays there for you guys to start the day. And let's roll right into baseball here. We have a loaded baseball card, double headers galore on it. And we'll start with Red Sox Guardians here. By the way, already had a postponement. Blue Jays Yankees postponed already. So just to make your note there, already one game gone there. But we've got Red Sox Guardians here, and we'll talk about that one here early on. Tanner Houck versus Ben Lively here. Tanner Houck trying to figure out who he is again. Has had a rough spring training, had a rough first 4 starts there, and got crushed in that one where he gave up 11 earned against the Rays. Came back against the lowly White Sox, kind of figured some stuff out. 6 innings, 3 hits, 2 earned runs there. But this will be a very interesting test to see how he is doing. On the other side, Ben Lively, we've seen plenty of times already in this rotation of a league here. And he's gone shutout 2 of his last 3 starts here, sandwiched in between 2 shutouts. He went 6 innings, 7 hits, 4 earned runs against the Royals. Shut out the Padres and the Pirates and the White Sox. So, yeah, lowly competition. Shutouts nonetheless here. By the way, Lively pitched against the Red Sox last year. 6 1/3, 5 hits, 1 earned run, 7 Ks, no walks there, home run allowed. Lively, very good. Well, I wouldn't say very good. He'd say very serviceable. Tanner Houck, I don't think his last year start would service us here because he seems right now to be a different pitcher than he was last year. So I'm very interested to see where the Odd Logics numbers have this at right now. We have to scroll down here. We have 63% of the bets on the Cleveland Guardians, 55% of the money on Boston here. And for the total, we have 56% of the tickets on the under, but 50% of the money on the over here. So pretty close, 50-50 split there when it comes to the total. And as for the money line, more, I guess you could say bigger bets on the Red Sox there, but nothing to really get too excited about. Opened up at minus 115 Boston here. It has come down. I'm seeing minus 115 to minus like 106 right now, where we used to play poker, and at Heritage as well. Jesus, I got a cough over here. I don't even have any liquids by me right now, so I've got to tough it out. Tough it out here, as they say. So let me see what the chat has to say. AM says Red Sox at Guardians here, over 6.5 or over 7.5, excuse me, in both here. Christopher Commentini looking at the Red Sox here as well. Sir Mackey, by the way, on the Cavaliers. Thank you for that. And nice to see TC in here as well. Justin McKelie also likes the over in this game. Perky Sanderson on one Red Sox there. And that's funny. So we're talking about Sir Mackey talking about a guy won $800K, $800,000 on a horseshoe casino. So that's very interesting there. So, yeah, I lean Red Sox. No one will be surprised by that. But Tanner Houck and his shakiness has been a little concerning to me. So I'm going to end up staying off this game. I will mention Ben Lively. His splits, the thing that made me push Red Sox. Splits this year so far, Versus lefties, he's giving up a 302 average, 2 home runs, and 13 hits and 49 batters faced. And against righties, he's giving up 216 average. And obviously, as Jimmy would say, who are the lefties that could hurt Ben Lively here? Jarren Duran, Rafael Devers, Wilyer Abreu, Tristan Casas, and even Blake Sable, a lefty here. But that'll be the part where I'm very interested to see. I think Devers and Duran both have a good start here, and a bunch of lefties as well for the Guardians, with Tanner Houck. His splits for this year when it comes to lefties versus righties are 360 average against lefties. And their lefties, they've got full of them. Stephen Kwan, Nolan Jones, Jose Ramirez will switch to left, Kyle Manzardo, Carlos Santana. Bunch of lefties in the lineup for the Guardians here. So it should be very interesting to see how that unfolds here. Game 2, quickly move along here. I was more interested in game 2 because we have Doug Nikhazy coming up here. Doug Nikhazy. It was a very interesting name here. So let's see what our guy Doug Nikhazy is all about here. He is their 27th man, so obviously this is his first major league appearance this year. I think this is his first major league, just straight first major league start for Doug here. He's had 4 minor league starts, 4 2/3, 4 hits, 3 runs, 2 of them earned, 4 Ks, 3 walks, 5 innings, 4 hits, 2 runs, 1 of them earned, 3 2/3, 2 earned runs, 5 innings pitched, 2 earned runs in all of those starts there. 22 strikeouts to 7 walks. Good sign there, but has given it up here quite a few times against Walker Buehler, who has figured it out a little bit. He doesn't have the stuff that he did at the Dodgers, I should say, and he knows that, but he's figured it out and he's learning how to pitch with it. Last 3 starts has been very good. 7 innings, 1 earned run against the White Sox, 5 innings, 2 earned runs against the Rays, 6 1/3, 1 earned run against Toronto there. So has seemingly figured it out a little bit. I'm very interested to see how he continues to pitch. I believe that Walker will pitch well here as well. And I'm probably going to be on the Red Sox in game 2. I'd like to see how all of the market unfolds and how game 1 rolls out bullpen wise. But I do like the Red Sox in game 2 more than I like them in game 1. I think you can check market information in this game real quick. No information really on action, by the way, which I've already canceled, which is funny enough. But action, 56% of the bets and 61% of the money on the Guardians for game 2. So just make your notes there. Excuse me. Make your notes there. But I like him in game 2 more than do game 1. Game 3 here, which is the second set of our double headers. We have Baltimore Orioles, Detroit Tigers. I'm going to put the link in the chat here as well. Again, reminder, you guys can jump in whenever you guys want. Give us a best bet. It doesn't have to be baseball related. It's a fun time when we hear you guys in the chat. We have one man coming up here very shortly after this set of double headers here, which will be exciting to see him back on screen with us here. But I talked about this Orioles game and this Tigers game yesterday. I was really disappointed that it got canceled because the market was screaming Baltimore Orioles yesterday here. Now it's kind of telling a different story, unfortunately. So it seemed like yesterday was just Brandon Young's day. I don't know what the big difference is today, but Casey Mize, Brandon Young back on the bump for game 1 here. I'm seeing openers at minus 125. It was minus 120 yesterday, but now minus 125. Detroit, 76% of the bets, 82% of the money on the Tigers here. And the line has gone up to minus 140, minus 150. And that's kind of the exact reason we were on it yesterday, because there was so much money on the Tigers and it wasn't moving. And now that line has skyrocketed up. So I'm going to have to stay off this game now. Shout out to TJ. He said this is a bet of the year candidate for him yesterday. I wonder if he feels much better about it today because what he thought was going to happen yesterday happened today. So that's very interesting indeed. But no action here for me in game one. Game two, we don't have any pitcher for Detroit. It's Charlie Morton versus somebody. And I do kind of like somebody versus Charlie Morton, who's 0-5 and just not good. But I, can't really bet it. Would like to see who it's going to be. And again, don't really like betting doubleheaders when there's betting. I should say I don't like betting game two of doubleheaders when I don't know who is game one here. So no action here. TJ just like the Tigers yesterday. Jake Burns just like the Tigers for him. I don't know if he feels the same way today. Maybe if he jumps in the chat, we'll ask him there. But I do know he liked the Tigers yesterday. I'll tell you that. Excuse me. And Spoon's bet saying Carpenter's going to have himself a hell of a day. Very interesting. And Coin reminding me I should check the under in this game, under totals, because 63% of the bets, 89% of the money on the under in this game. Opened up at an 8.5, minus 125. I'm seeing go down a little bit, it seems, minus 120, minus 130 at Penny, but not too much movement for me to get on it. So no action there. So let's move on here and let's bring on the first of our guests here. He's been waiting patiently back there. I appreciate him waiting. So he's going to rapid fire us here with a few bets. He's got action in this game. We'll get his action on the Padres game as well, and has other bets off of the diamond here as well. So he was a star last week, 2 weeks ago, I guess it's been now. He was a star then. He came and joined us. He's a star now. It's our guy, Gorki, joining the program. Gorki, how goes it?
Jose, brother, I'm glad to see you're alive.
Thank you.
And Helga must have done a hell of a job to get you back to health.
Yes. She patted me on the back and just made fun of me from a distance, but we made it.
I'm going back to old reliable, brother. The Angels money line as the dog.
This was a fishy line for me, Gorky. I agree with you. I saw this. This was minus 200 yesterday, and now we're only getting minus 120 on the Twins.
Yeah, but that's because it's the Twins. The Twins this season are absolute garbage.
Yep.
They should be winning these types of games, but the Angels are better than everybody thought. So I also have. Is it okay to touch other sports or just baseball?
Yeah, of course.
Okay,
Please.
so my other plays are the Minnesota Wild money line in hockey to go up 3-1, and also the Houston Rockets, because without Jimmy Butler at 100%, I don't see how Golden State wins, no matter where they play.
Okay, beautiful. I've got that written down. We've got you Wild, Rockets, and the Angels. Angels, I'm going to join you, Gorky. Last time we were on the same play. Last time we both cashed. So let's do it again here, huh?
That was against the Houston Astros, I believe, yeah?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. All right, brother. Best of luck to everybody.
Yes. Gorky, well, your Padres play.
My Padres play was just a wing because I think they are not going to lose 3 in a row. But that play is dead because the Blue Jays game is canceled, or is it postponed until tomorrow?
I think it's postponed, yeah.
But is it tomorrow or some other day? Because they're going to play another 25 times.
Yeah, that's a good point here. My guess is that they postpone it to another day, but I know they're doing a doubleheader tomorrow.
Is it? Okay, so then the ticket still counts. Okay, good shit. As long as the Padres snap out of it tonight.
Okay.
Yeah. And I also like Francis Tiafoe to upset some Brazilian Italian tennis player at the Madrid Open.
Okay, beautiful. I like that.
He's a dog, but he's the 25th best player in the world right now. So he's worth a shot.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Gorki, beautiful, my man. Thank you for that rapid fire. Do you have anything else for the chat here?
No, that's it. Have a good day, fellas. Best of luck, and let's fucking go.
Let's fucking go, Gorki. Great job, Gorki, my man. Thank you for dropping in here. I will be joining him on the Los Angeles Angels here money line. I'm gonna look at what I'm gonna get right now. Fishy line, like I said here. Minus 200 yesterday. Now you're getting a minus 120 on this team. Obviously, the pitching matchups are different. We get that. But the Gorky said this is the Minnesota Twins. They're a very schizophrenic team. They go back and forth between a good team, bad team, and I will fade them here as well here. My Angels money line, if I could find it here. Wow, I'm getting plus 116 on it actually now. Jesus, that's good shit there. So plus 116. We'll bet that here shortly. Shout out to you, my guy, Gorky. Let's go on here to our next game. Brewers, Cardinals here. Quinn Priester, Sonny Gray. By the way, quickly, I forgot to give out the market. In that last game, Angels, Minnesota Twins, 55% of the bets are on the Angels, which is kind of surprising. And 54% of the money is on the Minnesota Twins. So pretty slight. Opened up minus 120. It's crept up a little bit. Excuse me. Crept up a little bit towards the Twins. So moving on here. Next game we've got going on here. We've got Brewers, Cardinals, Quinn Priester versus Sonny Gray. Good pitching matchup and a low total here at 7. And my guy Spoons is running a little bit of a diagnostic to see if we found a very sharp book when it comes to totals here. So I'm very interested to see how this game goes. Seems like a game screams under as well. Bullpen situation in both games or both teams here because it's going to be important. 26 pitches for Phil Maton, 18 for Kyle Leahy. They might not be available here, but everyone else will be. John King didn't throw. Ryan Hensley threw 9, so he should be available today. And Jojo Romero and Steven Matz both should be available here as well. Exciting. We have another guest backstage here. I hope he's talking Brewers Cardinals here. I will assume he's talking Brewers Cardinals here since he's jumping on. And if not, he'll let us know anyways because it's our guy, Justin McKelie, joining the plural. Stacks. Justin, my man, how goes it?
I'm all right. How you?
I'm all right. I almost died about 2 minutes ago, but we powered through it. I was looking to bets today, and I didn't have any, and I just got one in with Gorky, so that made me feel better about myself.
And you see what Troy put in the chat, right?
Oh, I haven't. Oh, no. He's kicked my ass twice already this week, so.
No, he heavy on the Dodgers.
Oh, okay. Well, that makes sense. Minus 275. I know Troy couldn't resist.
He put 5 units on it. He put it in the chat.
I didn't see that one. Okay.
I was just writing that shit down. Right when I seen it was on this game, I was just writing it down.
All right. Well, I'll keep that note written down here. My man, Justin, what are you on today? What are you here to give out?
I'm here to give out stacks play today, number 1. I'm on the Brewers money line plus 145.
Oh, plus 145. Got a great line there as well here. Mark it real quick in this game. Very interested to see. Wow. Justin, I might have to join you here. It's a slight movement down, but 53% of the bets, 84% of the money on the Cardinals. So big bets are on the Cardinals. Opened up around minus 150 and has creeped down here as well.
I was actually looking at this game yesterday, and I was hoping that the Brewers lost because I like the Brewers against right-handers. So I was hoping I wouldn't have made this bet if they won yesterday. But off a loss, facing the right-hander, Sonny Gray, all right, but I don't think he liked that. And just need to win the game at plus 145.
I like that look here. And let me tell you, bullpen-wise, I talked about the Cardinals. Let's see where the Brewers stand bullpen-wise here. Craig Yoho, great name, 31 pitches. Tyler Alexander, back-to-back, is not going to go today. Grant Anderson, 14 pitches. That leaves Trevor Megill fresh, ready to go today. And Nick Mears, Abner Uribe, Jared Koenig, all will be available here today. So I think Brewers bullpen will be set here too. This line opened up, by the way, apparently at an 8 for the total and has gone down to a 7. That is crazy here. Is there weather in the forecast? Let's check Swish real quick here. Justin, am I joining you on Stacks Play of the Day number 2 here on the Brewers? Let me know. Am I going to do this with you?
I would like you to.
Okay. All right. If you'd like me to, I guess I will then, Justin.
I came on. I mean, I came on. At least you could do is tell it. And the way I look at it is I got 2+ money plays. So
yeah,
if I split, you win.
All right. Well, Brewers money line, I'm getting plus 133 official.
Oh, that means they're moving in my favor then.
Oh yeah. No, you got a great line.
Yeah, I put it on Twitter like 7:00 this morning, I think. 7 something.
Yeah, that's good. By the way, Troy Torrance in here saying Dodgers off 3 losses, 2 on the road against the best team in baseball right now, then against the best pitcher in the baseball history. It's Dodgers 6-2. Dodgers 6-2 final score, he says. By the way, if you look at the whole NL West.
Bet. I don't have a problem with 5 units, but a 5-unit baseball bet made me nervous.
Oh, I mean, for Troy's sake, I hope he's not watching these 5-unit bets. I hope he's watching basketball.
And out of all teams, I'm fading the Pirates. That'd be my luck. The Pirates won.
Wow, I remember how I feel about the Pirates.
Real quick, it was like 2 or 3 years ago, and you was betting on Say Hey Plays the Pirates all 3 games, and they won all 3 games.
Oh yeah,
I ain't forget that shit.
No, it's
and then they turned around and won last night.
Yeah, that's what and Troy just said as well. Like, didn't the Pirates beat their ass last year as well? And I was like, you know what, you guys are right. Maybe the Pirates just have this team's number. So it's very, very interested to see how this play goes.
Oh no, it seemed like the Pirates giddy up spot.
What's Stacks number 2, Justin?
I was gonna come back, but I could give it now. That way I don't have to come back.
Oh no! If you want to come back, it's up to you, Justin. I'm trying to save you.
Matter of fact, now that you said it, I'll give it now. So Peter Alonso get an RBI plus 110.
Pedro Alonso here, and the New York Metropolitans.
His first name's not Pedro either.
It isn't. He's not one. He's white. He is confirmed white.
Isn't it? His name Peter.
But in my culture, that guy's name's Pedro. So shout out to him. Shout out to Pedro Alonso. I will say that this is a very interesting spot for Clay Holmes and the Nationals, because Justin, you were on the Nationals money line yesterday, correct?
Well, I felt like we disappointed Jimmy. I told Jimmy I was a pussy, so I took plus 1.5.
Oh God, I was watching that game, and when the Mets took that late league, I was like, oh no. I was like, okay, thank God it took the plus 1.5.
Well, when it was 4-3, I was like, damn, I ain't even gonna text him. Like, this is what happens when you're a pussy. And then I went to sleep thinking plus 1.5. And then I woke up and was like, they won outright.
Yeah, it was hilarious. Now I've been told that I have to keep track of that for Jimmy, just on the weekend, just in case. If there's a team winning 7 games, switching cities, just got to take the money line, man. One of the best.
Yeah, but the thing about it is, it's too late for me. So I'm gonna just keep taking the coward way, because as soon as I take the money line, everybody gonna lose and everybody gonna be mad at me. So I'm gonna just keep taking the plus 1.5.
The next team, the Royals, right now on a 5-game winning streak. Let's hope they can win these next 2 games.
Oh, that starts today.
We'll see. We'll see today, Justin.
I'm
hoping they win.
But yeah, Stacks Player Day 1 is the Brewers money line, plus 145, and the second one is Peter Alonso, RBI plus 110.
Okay. Well, beautiful, Justin. I appreciate you, my man. Thank you for jumping on in here. Thank you for giving out stacks. And thank you for your consistency, as Jimmy said. Thank you for your consistency.
It's very important.
Beautiful, my man. Anything you want to say before we get you out of here?
No, not really. Let's have a day.
Let's have a fucking day. Thank you, my guy, Justin McKelie. I want to hear it again. I need to hear it again. God damn it.
Stacks, 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 stacks.
All right. Beautiful work, my guy, Justin McKelie. Reds Rockies here. My only loss yesterday, of course, it was a sharp trap. 0-2 going up against Troy this week. Troy, if you there you go. Let me wipe my screen real quick. Troy, if you want me to consistently fade you to keep boosting your bankroll, if you could just give me like a 2% tip, I would appreciate that, Troy. I can keep you winning if I keep fading you, Troy. So I tip my hat to you, my man. Reds, Rockies here. Hunter Green versus Senzatella. Hunter Green has been phenomenal. Coming off a stinker, though. He's finally had his first bad start of the season here. Yeah, and, it's kind of shocking that it was Baltimore because of how bad they've been, but it's Baltimore Orioles, still a really good baseball team when it comes to the lineup there. 3 innings, 6 hits, 5 earned runs, 3 home runs allowed that day, 4 Ks, 2 walks. Now, the first question everyone's going to ask here is obviously, how is Hunter Green going to do in Coors here? And I believe he's pitched there before, so I'm looking that up right now to see for myself here. He pitched there twice in 23 and 22, 6 earned runs, 4 earned runs, 2 home runs allowed in each game there. So be aware of this Hunter Green minus 190 price. I'm sure he's a much better pitcher than he was back then, but fastball pitchers in Coors always scare me a little bit. I get it. So if you guys are backing him here, shout out to you guys, but I cannot move on it here. A little bit too juiced. Let's talk about the market in this game. We have 77% of the bets, 90% of the money on Hunter Green and the Reds here. Opened up at minus 190, has gone up seemingly here to minus 200. I'm seeing where we used to play poker had it at minus 177 opener, and at Heritage minus 179 has gone up to minus 200-ish. And the total here as well, let's see here, total also has, I've already lost it, the son of a bitch, 51% of the bets and 61% of the money on the over here. So nothing here for me there. Let's keep rolling on here into Mets Nationals here. We have Clay Holmes versus Brad Lord, and Pedro Alonso is stacks here. Going to talk about this game a little more thoroughly with the market. 80% of the bets, 82% of the money on the Mets here, and the line has trickled down a bit. And admittedly, I was semi-interested in the Nationals here. Now, I don't know if it's moved enough for me to get there, but I'm very interested to see what this line has to say. Oh, by the way, we do have a guest backstage. I don't know. I told the man to take the day off. Hopefully, he's giving us a call from the side of his toilet. It is the one, the only. Daby Cab joining the program for a second. Daby, hello. Welcome into the program. How are you feeling?
No, not yet. Hold on.
Okay, goodbye, Daby Cab. He says goodbye, and we will bring him back on here very shortly, it seems. Apologies for the premature ejaculation there. But let me see what this other website has to say where these openers are going in this game here. We have 170 opener up to minus 180, and so not really much movement. Heritage here as well, minus 170 opener. It's gone up to 3 cents with all that money on the Mets here. So, like I said, I think the Nationals are live here as well. Let's talk Ben Lord here real quick as well. Clay Holmes, by the way, a guy that I thought, or I thought his pitching transition would go smoother He's not gone as well as I thought. Lord here, this is his fourth start. 4 innings, 5 hits, 2 earned runs at Colorado last time out. 4 innings, 4 earned runs at Pittsburgh, and went 3 shutout against the Dodgers here. So it's going to be tough to take them full game. I don't think I could take them full game here. Because, again, it's just a lot of bullpen for the Nationals here. And the Nationals bullpen is really bad here. Bullpen, by the way, usage. Jose Ferrer threw 3 days in a row. Cole Henry, 29 pitches Thursday. Don't think he goes. Jorge Lopez threw yesterday, but he sucks. I don't want him to go. Jackson Rutledge, Kyle Finnegan, and Colin Poche, probably the 3 guys available here today. And we'll see who else the Nationals have to throw out there. But if I was going to move on the Nationals, it might just have to be first 5 here or nothing. I want to check first 5 line movements here because luckily we can indeed do that here. Opened up minus 150. Has gone up to minus 170. Okay. All right. It seems like I will stay off this national spot here. I'm going to check Clay Holmes' splits real quick. 240 against lefties, 217 against righties. Has not given up a home run yet, by the way. So, okay. And by the way, home ERA for a super small sample size. Home ERA 3.97 for Clay Holmes. On the road so far, 2.51. So I will not be moving on this game here. No, thank you. Let's move right along here. I'm very interested to see what we have to say about in this game. Phillies Cubs here. Jesus Luzardo versus Ben Brown here. I don't know what to expect. Unfortunately, here I'm very interested to see what. I don't know. I like Jesus Luzardo a lot. Don't get me wrong, but Ben Brown has come on to be a solid pitcher the last 2 years. I'm sure Mr. T, Papa Torrance, has liked him some Ben Brown as well. Last 2 starts, 4 innings, 1 earned run against the Arizona Diamondbacks, 6 shutout at the Dodgers. A very impressive start there, especially after pitching against the Dodgers once in Japan, seemingly, yeah, and going 2 2/3. So I was impressed. He gave up 5 earned runs against the Padres, but I think Ben Brown is going to be a solid pitcher. And this Cubs team, like you guys say, is getting better by the day, and it might be one of the better teams in the National League. Now, Troy, I know, is probably on. We've got Cubs first 5 here, but let's see how Christopher Tatum, I'll check that lefty's number right now. We'll see how these guys do in the market, and let's see how the Cubs do against lefties right now. So full season Cubs against lefties, the best in the league. 163 weighted runs created plus, 217 plate appearances. Over the last month, from the 1st to the 26th, 170 weighted runs created plus. Now, if we just did from the 13th to today, they're still the best at 226 weighted runs created plus. So that's very interesting there. Maybe we'll find ourselves on Cubs first 5. All of the money, wow. All of the money on the Phillies here, surprisingly enough. 74% of the bets, 88% of the money on the Phillies. Wow. We have, and let me see what Action says too. Action also, that's so funny. Action has 58% of the bets and 50% of the money on the Cubs here. And Odds Logic has the very opposite. So that's nuts to see. I'm seeing this line go towards the Phillies here. It opened up minus 110 each way, and it's gone -1. Oh, no, I'm looking at first 5s. So that's very interesting, though, that it has moved towards the Phillies first 5 there. But full game is what I should be looking at here. This opened up minus 110 even money at BOL. and has gone down and come back up, is minus 113 right now. Heritage here's showing minus 108 opener and going to minus 110 now. So 2 cents of movement. I think the Cubs are live in this game, and I think I'm going to move on the Cubs here myself here. Now that I've broken that down, let's bring him on. The voice of God himself, Daby Cab. Daby Cab, how are the porcelain lords treating you?
Man, it's been a while since I was so sick that I needed the cold towel on my stomach. But you know what? Nothing can keep me away from coming up here on a Saturday with you guys, man. I want to be on stage with y'all too, but you don't want to look at my sick ass right now. So I'll just give out a bet for you guys, right? I'll just let you know. I've got a principle here in baseball, and it kind of goes along with, how you just are going to fade a minus 300, right? Mine is going to be a total that's a 6.5 or 7, and it's always going to be in the first 5. If you give me a 3 or a 3.5 in the first 5, I don't care if it's Superman versus Jesus on the mound. I'm going to take the first 5 over. Does that mean that we cash this first 5 over? Absolutely not. Anything can happen. The total is low for a reason. I get it. But on principle, 3.5 is too low. Any pitcher on any day can give up 4 runs. If both pitchers give up 2 runs, it's considered a quality start. The total is low to where I just have to bet it. So that's a principle of mine. I'm taking the first 5 over. I got over 3.5 at minus 110. And I wanted to come on here, puke breath and all, and let you guys know what I was betting.
Okay. Well, thank you very much, Daby Cab. We'll keep you in mind today, and we'll keep you on our T's and P's because I know you're going through hell right now.
Thank you. All right, everybody, get paid, man. Sunday night, if you're going live, Jose, I'll be there with you tomorrow. I'm back in action, so let's get paid.
Yes, I will be there, Daby Cab. Thank you very much. And this is the game. Saturated in the chat. I love Saturated. Here is me extending love to Saturated, and I will give you the dongs that you so desire. By the way, I DM Saturated on Twitter asking him if he'd be interested in joining our Sunday night live stream because I want all the Chicago area cappers here to join me tomorrow night. Cubs, Phillies, Sunday night baseball live stream here. So we'll be doing that tomorrow, hanging out. And I want all the Cubs backers out here tomorrow night. So shout out to you, Saturated, my guy. You guys heard Cab. He's on the first 5 over. We have heavy winds blowing in this game, which worries me a little bit, but I do lean over with Cab. I mean, you guys just heard me read off those numbers against lefties for the Cubs. By the way, against righties, Phillies full season, where are they? 22nd, 98 weighted runs created plus, so pretty average. And in the last few weeks here, or the last month, I should say, I moved my split, 26th. So the Chicago Cubs full game will be on my card here. I'm going to double check the bullpen usage real quick. And I'm also in solidarity with my sick brother. I will add Cubs, Phillies first 5 over here as well. Cubs bullpen, Daniel Palencia, 15, Brad Keller, 25, Drew Pomerantz, pitching in the year of our Lord, 2025, 16 pitches, Caleb Fieldbart, 15, Porter Hose, Julian Merriweather, Ethan Roberts, all available here today. And no Ryan Presley listed. Is he on the IL? Did he slide on the IL without us noticing? Here. Yep. Sideline with a knee injury. Okay. All right. So Troy, Saturated, people in the chat. Who's closing games now for the Cubs? Who's closing games? Is it Fieldbar? Let me know. Let me know in the chat what you guys have to say about that. I'm gonna move on the Cubs though. Full game. I have to look real quick, see the price. Where are you, Cubs? Plus 101, full game. But I would like to know who is closing ball games for the Cubs so I can feel better about myself here. Justin McKelie did tailing Cabby as well. Thank you for the reminder. First 5 over 3.5 at even money. Okay. I'm not going to get too crazy with the bets here. But if you guys do come on, take time out of your day to come on the show, I will most likely tail your bet. So I thank you for jumping on. All you guys that do so here. If you want to jump on screen, join me for a bet, hit the link there. We'd love to have you on. Next game, and we got to speed up these breakdowns a little bit because sometimes we get a little bogged down. So let's speed these up a little bit, keep the pace up, and keep this show rolling. A battle of 3-0 pitchers here in San Francisco. Robbie Ray versus Tyler Mahle. 2 pitchers I would not have guessed would be 3-0 this year. So very interested to see both these guys doing their thing. Mahle here, let's talk about him and his last appearances because he is, of all the pitchers, I was surprised to see pitching well, but does make my Rangers being one of the really good teams in the American League feel a little better. 7 innings shutout against the Dodgers last time out. 6 innings shutout against the Angels last time before that. At the Cubs, one of the best teams in baseball. 7 innings, 1 earned run. At Tampa Bay at home, 5 innings, 1 earned run. Or excuse me, 1 hit, no earned runs. Has just dominated everyone so far. And I am going to raise my hand and call bullshit. I don't believe in the Tyler Mahle. I mean, and it's Hoj is closing. Thank you, Spoon. I don't trust either of these guys. I think this is snake oil, and I would like to fade both of these guys. Honestly, Mahle, I don't want to fade. I find fading pitchers that are on a hot streak and then they're going to a pitcher-friendly park. I think that's not a recipe for success, especially with this Giants team that is not what I think is a very good baseball team. I think they're just kind of average, going through a hot streak. But Giants against righties in the last month, they are 13th, 104 weighted runs created plus, so it's okay. And full season, by the way, they are 18th at 102, so just a little above average. Justin McKelie likes the over 8 in this game. Let's talk about the market and let's move right along here because I don't think I'm going to move on this game. Like I said, I just want this pitcher-friendly ballpark to go away. 54% of the bets, 89% of the money on the San Francisco Giants here. And this line opened up at minus 115 and it's gone way up to minus 140 here. So I do expect the Giants to roll. That big sharp money seems like it's moved the lines here. But I'm not going to jump on the bandwagon at a super juice price. Maybe a parlay piece for you guys out there. So no action for me there. McKelvey likes the over in this game. Ricky Bobby likes Mahle over 1.5 walks. Steven Harrison gone on San Fran at minus 118 there as well. Good notes there. Let's roll to A's, White Sox, Jeffrey Springs, Jonathan Cannon here. 2 pitchers I kind of like here. But it doesn't seem like this is the ballpark for unders right now. Let's talk about the weather in this ballpark real quick. We have, 60-degree weather, and it's 5 miles an hour winds blowing out to center field. So not really like too scary of an offensive ballpark weather, but not something I'll be moving on. It does have, or should I say it, RotoWire does have this game in red. So keep an eye out on that. And by the way, Nationals Mets is also in red. So keep an eye out on that as well. 72% of precipitation in that game. So make that note. Cannon, let's talk about him here. And I'm very interested to see what his splits are. He was a pitcher that we thought highly of last year, came up, pitched well on a shitty team, and now has pitched okay. 6 innings, 4 earned runs against the Red Sox, 4 1/3 shutout against these very Oakland A's, which is concerning. I don't like a back-to-back situation like this typically. There's a definite case of a zigzag theory in it, and it's being so soon. The pitcher is young. Springs went 5 innings, 3 hits, 3 earned runs, 1 home run allowed in his last appearance. It's minus 225. Yeah, I think that they probably roll here. The Oakland A's do, if I'm being honest. I don't think Cannon is long for this world, but there are some big bets on them. 70% of the tickets are on the Oakland A's here, but only 57% of the money, according to the odds logic here. Action, by the way, just to see here, Action has 83% of the bets, 78% of the money on the Oakland A's here. We've gone from minus 195-ish to minus 230. And by the way, is there a pitching change here? Is this? Because I thought I had Cannon. Can you guys let me know? Because now I'm seeing who did I just see? Tyler Gilbert, which doesn't seem true. But I'm gonna stick with Cannon. It's just I'm just gonna stay off this game. It's too juiced. I was semi-interested in taking a team total for the A's, but I'm not gonna move on it. So we can just roll right along here. Houston, Kansas City Royals, Framber Valdez, Michael Wacha on the hill here. Framber, a guy that I like backing a lot, and the Royals on a 5-game winning streak. Now, selfishly, I will admit I am rooting for these 7-game win streaks and the changing of cities and all of that, so we can keep betting it. It was a great angle. Shout out to Jimmy for catching the money line, and great job by us, I guess, for being pussies and taking the plus 1.5 and having a lot less stress in that game. We'll mark it in this game. 50% of the tickets are on the Houston Astros. 81% of the money is on the Houston Astros here. Line has gone from minus 120 openers at BOL and has gone up. And Heritage has minus 132 and has stayed there here. I mean, I'm not going to lie. I am interested in the Royals in this spot here to keep their streak alive. I do, again, like my guy Framber Valdez. Royals against lefties, 76 weighted runs created plus full season. Last month, they are 25th, 70 weighted runs created plus, so 30% below average. For those of you guys not keeping track. And Astros against righties here. Accidentally closed the page. Last month, the Astros against righties, 98 weighted runs created plus, so not even too bad here as well. 90 full season. Maybe this game is an under. Let's check the market for the total here. 54% of the bets, 84% of the money on the under. We've gone from an 8 to a 7.5 here. Juiced as well, it seems. So yeah, juiced to the over, but it is coming down. Under does not seem so bad. My old self is saying first 5 under, but I'm not going to bet that, as you guys know. And under is interesting in this card. Saturated, our guy Kong said he was not going to play. That's all I know about Jimmy Butler there. Let's check the bullpens real quick, and then we can roll on. I'll see if I want to move on this under. Hader and Abreu haven't thrown in 2 days. That's good. We might see Forrest Whitley. Shout out to San Antonio. But the bullpen for the Astros is fresh. Royals, they used everyone on Thursday, and then God bless, I forgot, Seth Lugo went 8 strong yesterday, and Lucas Ursig shut it down with 13 pitches in the 9th. So their bullpen got a full day off, except for Lucas Ursig, who probably is down today. But Estevez, Scribner, Lynch, maybe, but Estevez is going to be ready to go today. So under seems to be very interesting to me here. I'm going to write down Houston KC under here, and I will come back to it at the end of the program here. Thank you guys for hanging in here while I do the solo show and try to make the bets here. Would like to continue that hot streak we kept yesterday. Next, Atlanta, Arizona, Grant Holmes versus Merle Kelly here. Merle Kelly, the main piece in this game for me, a guy that I thought I was going to be backing a lot this year, thought he was going to pitch well to try to get that last kind of contract. but he started off poor. He had one bad start, I should say. I mean, he's been pitching pretty well, I should say. I'm being a little hyperbolic, I guess. 5 2/3, 1 earned run against the vaunted Chicago Cubs. At Miami, 6 innings, 1 earned run. 6 innings, 3 runs, 2 of them earned at Baltimore. Got crushed against New York and then pitched well against the Cubs to start the season. So back-to-back, or not really back-to-back, but 2 good appearances against the Cubs from McKelie. Very interesting, by the way. It was Zach Gallen. We'll see if he is going to get his shit together, because I saw that score yesterday and I was like, wow. I've no Zach Gallen for the Diamondbacks. They're not going to be the team that everyone thinks they could be. But let's talk Grant Holmes. 5 2/3, 4 hits, 1 earned run, 7 Ks, 4 walks against the Minnesota Twins. 7 2/3, 3 earned runs at Toronto, 4 shutout against the Phillies here. So he's had a few good starts in a row now. What do you guys think in the chat here? Astros, by the way, -130 in Justin McKelvey's pocket, and he likes his Braves here as well. Odds logic numbers. We have 54% of the bets and 51% of the money on, 54% of the bets on the Diamondbacks, 51% of the money on the Braves. So pretty split tickets-wise on Odd Logic. Action has it pretty split as well. 58% of the bets on the Diamondbacks, 50-50 money split on Action. Okay. This is a tough game. I lean under in this game as well, but 53% of the bets are on the under, 67% of the money on the over in this game. Line has calmed down at Heritage as well, and DraftKings has put this down from a 9.5 to a 9 here. So keep an eye out on that under there. I do like it, but not enough to move on it there. Next, we've got very fun game. 2 pitchers I like very much in Tampa Bay Rays, San Diego Padres. Ryan Pepiot versus Dylan Cease on the bump here. And like I said, 2 pitchers I really like. Both of them I think very highly of. Let's immediately go to the market and see what this one has to say here. 75%. Wow. 75% of the bets are on the under, but it is a 50-50 money split when it comes to the over here, for the total, I should say. So big bets, 25% of the bets and 50% of the money on the over. It's fascinating. Wow. Let's see what this total has done. And let me refresh real quick to get the best, most updated numbers. It was a juiced over. Now it's juiced to the under -115. Big action seemingly on the over in this game. Money line split, 61% of the bets, 91% of the money on the Padres here. Line has gone from -150 down to -140 to -138 at some places here as well. The Rays are semi-interesting. Let's check the bullpens again here. We're talking 2 really good bullpens. So if it's not, if the starters don't give it up, it's going to be tough. And Dylan Cease is as tough as they come when it comes to starters here. Padres, the most important guys. Adam hasn't thrown since Tuesday. Suarez hasn't thrown since Tuesday. And Estrada threw 17 yesterday. So we're definitely going to see Adams and Suarez. For the Rays here, if I could find them now. Pretty rested. Only Manuel Rodriguez and Garrett Clevenger threw yesterday. So PD Fairbanks went back-to-back Wednesday, Thursday. So maybe he doesn't go, but Hunter Biggie, 21 pitches on Thursday. I think he probably goes. And I think the bullpens are pretty rested there. I mean, I lean under. This is going to be a bet I make is the real question here. I don't know, but it'd be unders and Padres. Under in the Rays here. I'm semi-interested in the Rays. I'd like more time to sit on it. I'm going to write down the Rays here as well. I'm sorry if this is not the most riveting content in the world. But as Jimmy would say, we're here to make the money. And I would like to hit some fucking bets here today as well. So shout out to you guys. Thanks for holding in here. Appreciate you guys for commenting. As always, Skunt Blaster, Skunt Bag, play of the day. Braves money line, Dodgers money line, Houston +4, parlay +400. And he's saying hashtag make parlays great again. Good luck, my guy, Skunt Blaster. My friend Spoons close to moving on the Padres. Jeff Slaughter, the Don in here saying Dodgers, Brewers money line parlay +207 here. Okay. I like it. I think I'm going to move on the Rays. I'm going to, write it down, sit on it whatever. I can't say the words right now, but think about it, and we'll come back to it here shortly. Pittsburgh, Los Angeles Dodgers, Mitch Keller versus Roski Sasaki, and we heard our guy Troy Torrance dropped cash cow, 5 units, Dodgers, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Yeah, it just seemed like, what are we going to parlay with the Dodgers with today? And, Troy, I've got my ass kicked twice by you this week already, so I'm not going to fade you here. I'll tell you the market situation right now, according to Odds Logic. Odds Logic has 82% of the bets, 73% of the money on the Dodgers here, 62% of the bets on the over, but 73% of the money on the under, by the way. So that's a fascinating note here. We have this total has gone up. It seemingly is 8.5. I'm seeing 9 coming up at Pinnacle right now. So beware, that 9 is coming soon, it seems, for this game. But, I understand it's gone from at DraftKings, it's -278 now here. The DraftKings opened it up at -250. So huge jump there. I get it. I mean, maybe I'll think of a parlay piece for the Dodgers, but I can't get there for me personally. I don't bet run lines, as you guys know. I was close to betting a run line here, but I'm determined not to bet any this year and see how my record goes as well. So no action here for me, and that leaves us to our last game. Mariners cut Marlins. The Mariners lose as like -230 favorites, and kind of perfectly exudes why I don't trust the Mariners. I don't trust them here. I don't want to lay huge juice with them. I especially don't want to lay huge juice with them at home, where their park is offensive suppressing, and they've been hitting well on the road, but at home I just don't trust it. And if it's a low scoring game, it's going to give these underdogs a shot to stay in it. So I found this one to be tough with, Luis Castillo being as up and down as he has been as well. 67% of the bets are on Seattle, but 59% of the money on Miami. So again, you could say big bets are on Miami. This opened up at -220, it seems, and it's not really moved. If anything, it's gone 5 cents up to 230, but not much movement. I mean, this is just, I don't trust the Seattle Mariners. Am I going to run out and bet the Marlins right now? No, because again, as Jimmy would say, these are bets, not picks, excuse me. So if I was just giving out picks, just being an asshole, but yeah, Marlins +200, done, whatever. I don't care. It's a pick, but these are bets. These are actual U.S. funds being bet on these things. So I very much don't want to just run headfirst into it. So I'm not going to move on this game. I lean the Marlins though, and I just do not think the Mariners should be -230, really against anyone. So I get it, but I just don't trust this team. So no action here for me. And that's it. That's all the games here. We appreciate you guys. So we got through those last games kind of quickly. I apologize if you feel like we didn't break any of them down to your liking. But we appreciate all the guys that jumped in the chat and jumped on the show here throughout. I appreciate those guys because obviously, jumping on screen's a little scary. There's always a little nerves doing it, but I appreciate you guys. Thank you to Gorki, Justin, all you guys that jumped on here. Daby Cab, Kong's jumped in here as well for, just giving us your energy and your action here because that helps us. Kong's giving us his NBA action, very beneficial. as well. And we have a huge show or a huge day coming up here at Pub Sports Radio. UFC show coming in here right now as well. That'll be very fun. And yes, Big Mastro, you can jump on here real quick. Just hit that link that's pinned at the top of the comments in here. I'm going to review my action, so you've got about 2 minutes to get in here, Big Mastro. Not to put the timer on you, my man, but we are wrapping up the show. But again, thank you to anyone that jumps on, because it's a lot of fun when you guys do, giving us your action in whatever sport it may be. So let's recap here. My action that I'm just trying to figure out what the fuck I'm going to do with right now. Angels, Brewers, Cubs, all on the money line. They're all plus money dogs right now that I'm sitting with. I will tweet out my final action here. First 5 over 3.5 plus money, the Daby Cab spot. The under 7.5 minus 105, and Rays money line plus 127. I heard the ding, so Big Mastro made it on time, and here he comes on the screen. Mastro, my man, how goes it? Thanks for joining this program.
I'm good, man. I'm good. Can you hear me all right?
Yes, you sound lovely.
Perfect. Yeah. It's been a long time. Have not been on the show in, I think, maybe years, but I did one with Jimmy before. I just want to come out and say I'm going to bet Houston on the money line in the NBA.
Oh, Rockets.
I'm betting the double result on the Clippers.
Okay.
I'm going to play, who was it? Jamal Murray under points. And then in baseball, I'm playing the Dodgers on the money line. And I'm going to play the Houston Astros on the money line.
So you're full Houston today. You have H-Town up right now.
A little bit. Just things I looked at that I kind of liked. I'm not a big baseball guy.
Yeah.
I'm bigger on football. But basketball, I watch kind of all through the playoffs. I watched the last 2 months of the regular season because the beginning of the year, I find it's not as profitable for me.
Of course.
It's more.
Yeah.
I'm more of emotion and momentum type better. That's why I like the NFL. So I just wanted to give those out. And then I think the Minnesota Wild play tonight, right?
Yeah. Gorki gave that earlier. Yep.
I'm going to bet against them because the last two games I've been on Minnesota, and my roommate was like, there's no way they're going to win. I'm like, no, I think they're going to win these 2 games, and then they're going to lose. It's going to zigzag back and forth after that. So tonight's the night where I'm going to fade them. But I've been on Minnesota. Okay. And then whenever Toronto plays again, I'm going to play Toronto Maple Leafs for the sweep.
Okay, beautiful. What a good smorgasbord you just came out here and gave us, Mastro. I thank you, my man. I hope we can see you on Saturdays more as well.
Yeah, honestly, I'm hoping that the next Summit of Champions, I'm there.
Well, beautiful. That'll be great. That'll be great. I can't wait for that. Mastro, I thank you. Anything else you want to leave us with the chat?
Nothing. Let's just get some money today, guys. That's it.
Let's fucking do it, Mastro. Thank you for joining me, my man. I appreciate it. Thank you, Mastro, for that late join. See, I love when people come and join the show here when they haven't come on screen in a while. It's a great time putting faces to names, voices to names in the chat. It's a great time. Thank you, my man, Mastro. And thank you to all of you guys, my guy. This show is as much for me as it is for you all in the chat here. I thank all of you for joining us in here. It's going to be a lot of fun doing this the whole year. Daby Cab will be with me as well. He just joined the stream again. I don't know if he's ready to talk about something here. I'll let him message me in the private chat if he is. But I thank all of you. It's going to be a lot of fun. Spoons, Oldie, Mastro, Textiles, Justin, Ricky, Bobby. This is going to be a great, great show throughout the summer, and I can't wait because this show's for you guys. This show's the show for you guys to jump on and let me know what you guys are on. And hopefully we can have a good Saturday record here as well, because that would very much help the program as well. So thank you all. I cannot wait. I'll see you guys tomorrow night, Sunday Night Baseball live stream. We invited a whole list of Chicago Cappers here, maybe even one from the West Coast here as well to join us. So it'll be a whole lot of fun. I thank you all. Let's go make some money. Say hey, and we'll see you guys tomorrow.